So with yesterday's update, we hit a milestone for the game. While we're not finished in any way and there's still a lot of work to do, we've hit what we call feature complete, meaning there is a version of everything in the game that we're going to ship. And so that's with the versus team select was kind of the final piece in the puzzle. That doesn't mean there's not a lot of design going on. It doesn't mean there's not a lot of work or even new stuff coming in. What we're saying is these big features, these tentpole things are all in the game. And so that's kind of the first step you need to have done, because then you could look at it and go, is this enough? Do we need to do more here? You know, what's going on? And we can look at it and evaluate it. And right now it looks pretty good. There's still a lot of design work, and there's a lot of other things going on. And probably the big thing right now for this week is just looking at crashes, disconnects, and perf issues. Really kind of quality of life and less design stuff. We'll start doing some more design stuff next week, though we may have a little update this week yet with some little design stuff, because we've seen some people doing some kind of exploit stuff. And so we want to get that out before it gets to more people. It's kind of good having players sometimes that play in aggressive or weird ways, because you're like, that's an exploit. That's a jerk move. You shouldn't do it. So last night in the stream, we were playing some verses, and one of the players killed themselves early on as an alien so that they could get the alien that they wanted to play, which was the Brute. We put in a fix for that now, and we'll ship that soon, because that's just annoying, right? But I get why they do it, because they're like, oh, I can do it. It doesn't stop me from doing this, and then I get to have more fun playing, so I'll do this. But really, it breaks who gets it, who gets that character, and it just becomes this thing where then you feel like you have to kill yourself so that you can re-roll your character, and that's a bad thing. We still need to do some work on how you mix up those, but yeah. We are feature complete. That is good. So what we do, we make all the bug changes, we do all the design work, and then at some point we go, okay, now is this ready to be what we call a candidate? And a candidate then becomes a thing of like, this is literally what we're going to ship. We're not going to make any changes to this except bug fixes. And so we kind of put that through a kind of a Q&A process and see where that stands. But we'll say, this is the one we're going to ship off. This becomes the candidate, right? And then there's the candidate. And the candidate is we think this is it. We're going to just play it. If it's all good, we're going to ship this to cert and call this the one. We are months away from that, to be clear. Months away. So still lots of work. Still lots of little things, and you'll see things being added to the game. But the fundamental game of what we're going to ship and call 1.0 is there. And that is awesome, because also our review score on Steam has turned into... I think we are like one review short of overwhelmingly positive. So if you want to leave us a good review, I'd appreciate that. But and that helps us with marketing and helps us with how Steam works. So good day.